Leo, hello and welcome and happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday and safe holiday season and a safe one, and is doing very well. Welcome to 2021. We are here. This is your Leo, your January 1 through the 15th of 2021. This is a five-card tarot card overall energy reading for this time period. If the it is a general reading for the larger collective, and it's intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Leos, so that's perfectly okay. Take what fits and let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance. The cards that were selected were ejected on their own during the shuffle. Now, those five cards are listed here for the overall energy reading that's lined up. The first card here represents your overall energy for past influences. This is significant energy within the last few months. In some cases, the energies may have resolved itself, and in others, it may still be lingering. The second card here represents the overall energy during the current time period, your present energy. The third card here represents the current overall energy for your future time period. This could be things that are on the cusp, things that are right around the corner, or perhaps might be happening as we speak to some degree. The fourth card here represents the overall energy for challenges that you may encounter. These do not imply anything negative. Usually it's something to be aware of, but most likely they are presented in choices that you can make using your own free will, of course. And the fifth card here represents your overall outcomes for this time frame. So let's get started here. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat because I have a little tickle. Okay, Leos, in our past influences we have the Ace of Cups. However, it is in reverse. So, angel and spirit guides help us understand, give us guidance why, for Leos, why the Ace of Cups is in reverse for their past influences, please. Well, Leos, this is a self-love card of the tarot deck. When it's in the upright position, it's about love of all things. When the Ace of Cups is in the reverse position, it usually is speaking to the love of oneself or self-love. Therefore, I'm picking up that for many Leos in the past few months at some point, or past 30, 40, 50 days, many Leos were sending, before you were sending out love to the world, you were sending love to yourself. This is about, filling up every inch of your body and being cognitive and recognizing the importance of self-love. And it's not done in a narcissistic way or a self-involved way. It's about nurturing, really. This is about divine love and trying to find internal happiness and just peace within you. And the more that you do this, the more you are sort of existing or experiencing that flow of that love. I'm picking up here that because the reversed Ace of Cups is a sign that is showing up in your past influences, this was a sign that many Leos were in connection with your subconscious mind, and that you were paying attention to your intuition. Many Leos were exploring, this part of themselves. In some cases, many were doing it probably privately, or in other words, not announcing it to everyone, just sort of a self-meditation. This is something that you were discovering how you could bring even more intuition and flow into your life, of your everyday life. On the flip side, I'm picking up for some Leos, the Ace of Cups here in the reverse sign. This was, some were repressing emotions. I'm picking up there's some energy here that some Leos were not wanting to express yourself fully to the outside world. And you may have had your reasons for keeping these feelings close by and within to yourself and not wanting others to know. In some cases, I'm picking up it could have been because there was feelings of embarrassment or being afraid of what might happen if you were to express these emotions to others. Could have been perhaps a sign of weakness in some cases. Um, some Leos I'm picking up were more worried that if you allowed your feelings to be expressed, to flow through, that um, you might be, you might have this overwhelming flood of feelings that you won't be able to switch off. Um, I'm not picking up. It's a huge case, but I'm picking up enough energy that it was affecting a few for some odd reason here. So for those that were experiencing this sort of a flood of emotions in this past time, it was important for you to be careful to not create that sort of an internal blockage and repressing how you feel, um, because for some, if you weren't ready to share your feelings, it was okay. There's other ways that you can release emotions and feelings privately, and that can be done. Some people are choosing journaling or creative projects or movement or even screaming frustration at anger in the car. There's a variety of ways that Leos can express themselves. Hmm. For those that were in a relationship, hmm, for Leos who were in a relationship in the past couple of months, I'm picking up here that with the reverse Ace of Cups here, this tells me that Leos, you were withholding your emotions in whatever relationship you were in. Now, it could have been a love relationship, it could have been a friendship with somebody. I'm not really clear which type of relationship, but I'm not picking that up. But whatever it was, is that if you met somebody or had a very good friend or a potential date, or could have been boyfriend girlfriend that you were wanting to, that you meant, many Leos were withholding emotions, and primarily the energy was because there's a fear of getting hurt. So yeah, I'm picking up that for Leos who were in this relationship issue and experiencing this fear, you didn't want to release it or share your emotions until you felt that you could really trust this partner or this other person in the relationship to move forward. And I'm picking up that for the time being, many of you were just sort of holding back or on the fence. Now, in our present energy, we have the Four of Wands. Now, this is a upright, I'm sorry, Four of Wands right here. This is in your present energy. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Leos why the Four of Wands is in their present energy during this time, please. Well, you know that the Four of Wands here typically is associated with the home environment. Many Leos I'm picking up right now in this present energy have been working on improving or renovating your house, or just sprucing up, or just making it comfortable is what I'm really picking up. It was about finding comfort. In some cases, some may have been looking for a new place, or apartment or home. For Leos that who perhaps were recently or in the process of purchasing a home, you're in the process of getting ready to settle down and make this your new place. For Leos, the Four of Wands here in your presence shows that there's a feeling of returning home, and if not to home, or it's to people or places that are familiar with you. You're feeling supported and secure, and you're knowing that if you are with those that you love and you care about, that's bringing value to you. The Four of Wands here in your present state, Leos, is about a joyful celebration. It's blissful happiness. It's appreciation of good things in life. When this card is appearing in your present energy reading in the tarot, it's a perfect time right now to celebrate with those that you love most. Now, this happens to be right after the holidays, so there could be some lingering feelings, or people could still be on vacation or visiting with family and friends, and so that makes a lot of sense, of course. In some cases, if you weren't able to travel or be with your families because of COVID-19, I'm picking up that many Leos were able to commemorate sort of a significant event or a milestone. And this could be a wedding, a birthday, or homecoming or reunion, something that's just getting together with people, and it could be in a group or celebration or church or committee or family. It's the message here is getting together. It's celebrating. So, this is, if you're, Leos, if you're feeling in the mood to invite a few friends over, or have a dinner, or for no particular reason, then this is the time to do it. This is about showing off your home, showing off the comforts that you have, being with others that you enjoy, and family could be anybody, whoever you determine is family. It's right now is really about enjoying the special time with those that you care for. That's a significant energy here. The four wands here in your present energy, I'm also picking up for Leos, is this. This is this can happen after there was a period of rapid growth or expansion. You know, uh, so if you have some sort of rapid growth, or some sort of you know major change that went through fairly quickly recently, um, it's this is the time, for those, it's time to sort of pause and celebrate what you've achieved so far. And so this is encouraging you to celebrate milestones. I'm sorry, to set back, and sort of, or step back, sort of back, and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. With the laws of attraction, we know that the whole process is about enjoying the process, um, not just the outcome. So even if there's challenges or struggles, this is about enjoying the process as you move about. And even if milestones, from if you're trying to quit smoking, or trying to lose weight, or eat better, or whatever else, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. So if you get to a certain point, celebrate it, because it's important, and it helps you not only keep motivated, but keeps you on task for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Hmm. Yeah. We know that in numerology, the number four symbolizes stability and firm foundations, which makes sense with the whole idea of the present energy here for Leos wanting to get with family, or individuals with whom we care about. It's that family and home is a firm foundation for you. So, the Four of Wands here is about enjoying that period of happiness and security right now. Um, it, it, it indicates for many Leos that there's a sense of harmony and balance that you're feeling, and also, as well as a sense of completion, and it denotes sort of a time of peace and contentment in your life that comes as a result of your efforts, of what you've been working towards. No matter what it is, if you've achieved something that's taking you a while to do it, that's celebrate it. I'm also picking up that in sort of a work issue, that for some Leos, if you have been working on some sort of project, I'm not clear, I'm not picking up if it was work related, or personal related, or volunteer related, but if you were involved in some sort of project, um, I'm picking up that you're going to reach an important milestone coming up here soon, and you're going to have a reason to celebrate it. So, if you've just wrapped up a project, or you're in the process, or you're going to be wrapping up one very soon, the Four of Wands here represents a personal gratification, and it's giving you a pat on the back. It's celebrating the job well done, that you've attained a goal, and the vision, and it is beginning to be realized, and to feel very proud about it. This is the time to feel good about what you're doing for Leos. In our future energy, boy, we have a lot of things in reverse here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and it is also in reverse. Interesting. So, Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Leos why the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse in their future energies during this time frame, please. Well, When the Ace of Pentacles shows up in reverse in your tarot card reading, and this happens to be coming up in your future energies, it typically means that for Leos, some of you are going to feel hesitant about moving forward with an offer or an invitation or an opportunity. And it's typically related to one's career or has to do with finances or business. And, you know, in reverse, it's basically, you know, sort of reminding yourself to find out if you're second guessing something. Perhaps you're second guessing the timing, right? Or you're doubting whether you have what it takes to see it through. If you're feeling this sort of doubt and this sort of sense of pause, this is a sign for you. The reverse of Ace of Pentacles here is a good sign, and listen to it. It's encouraging you to trust your intuition and do not move forward until you're ready. Don't be bombarded. Don't be talked into it. Trust your intuition. You know, it's important that you can assess the feasibility of your idea or an idea that's presented to you, but and you should look at the potential outcomes, of course. But you know, it's encouraging you to perform your due diligence and do your homework and figure out if this opportunity or this presentation or invitation is really intended for you and meant for you or your best interest. So if you're feeling that energy of pause or second guessing, listen to it. This is what the universe is basically encouraging you to do. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse also comes as a warning when it's in this reverse, and this has to do with sort of financial opportunities. So, you know, if perhaps you're due a pay raise or a new job or comes up, or you're applying for a loan, or you know, there's a business officer, anything that has to do with business related things, you know, this is sort of a warning that it could fall through unexpectedly, or perhaps the other party is going to, you know, back out of it without any sort of explanation. So if you were banking on something that has to do with this financial opportunities, particularly if it's personal or it's related to business, be prepared that it could fall through. It's not as sound as it may have appeared. And so, you know, with this, the university says in this case is don't, you know, that old saying of don't count your chickens before they hatch. So, you know, just be prepared for that, you know, and it's okay if it happens. It was meant to be. You know, you may get another offer, and in return, the universe may come back with a better offer than the one that fell through. So, you know, wait until the money's in your bank before you start spending it is sort of the lesson here. You know, the energy also about the Ace of Pentacles in your future energies here for Leos is it's advising, you know, many of Leos to be careful with your expenditures. When the Ace of Pentacles is in their inverted phase or reverse, you know, it's about, you know, it's a message that it could fall out of your hands, so to speak. Money could fall out of your hands. So now is not the time to get in over your head in debt. And hopefully, if you're not experiencing debt from holiday shopping or anything like that, and you planned wisely, that's good for you. But you know, if you're tempted to start spending money right now, this is a warning here to spend within your means. And particularly if you were spending before you this offer that you thought it might be coming through, use caution. This is a message also to you on financial security for Leos is really about do not rely on the promise of financial opportunities in the future. So, you know, like a pay raise or a gift, you know, don't go out and buy a car just because you're going to get a $1,200 pay raise a year. $1,200 divided by 26 pay periods ain't a lot. So, with taxes. So again, do your math, do your homework. It's encouraging you to use to be pragmatic, Leos, and to you know, build your budget up first. And you know, and for those who you know, who may be without employment, you know, or have you know, it could affect you. So again, choose wisely, spend wisely, budget wisely, and do your homework is the message here with the reverse Ace of Pentacles, Leos. And our challenges we have here, we have, oops, oh, we have the Justice card, and this is a major arcana card, and it happens to be in reverse. Boy, lots of reverses here. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Leos why the Justice card is in reverse and their challenges during this time period, please. This may not resonate with all Leos. However, the major energy that I'm getting out of this reverse Justice card. So again, I'm not picking up that it's affecting a large amount of Leos, so it may not apply. But the main energy I'm picking up here it's appearing for some Leos is when this reverse Justice card is appearing in your challenges. This is suggesting that you might have done something that was not morally correct or ethically correct. And it may be something that perhaps is not known yet, or other people do not know yet. Others may not see it. So if others haven't seen it, this card is, as far as the Justice is presenting, is that you have a choice. And this is your challenge. You can either hide it and hope that no one finds out, or you can take an action and focus and try to amend or correct the situation. With the Justice card, however, keep in mind, Leos, that if this is affecting you, whichever you choose you will need to live by the consequences and your conscience. So you have to go with what feels right. That's the key here. On the other hand, the Justice in reverse can also suggest for many Leos that you're not willing to take accountability for something, or take accountability for your actions. And it indicates that some may be trying to dodge a bullet and perhaps blame others for a mistake. This could be in a work relationship where you want to blame other people for not having a project done, or a family incident where expenses and you want to blame somebody else for the problems. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a major, bank job. It's just really about trying to dodge a bullet of some sort of and pass the blame onto someone else. That's what it's about. If this is affecting you, and this resonates with you, Leos, what the universe is basically saying is you're being dishonest with yourself, and you're being dishonest with others. And if you're unwilling to sort of look beyond your own fears and your ego, that's blinding you, there's a broader lesson here for you. The universe is going to encourage you that if this does in fact apply to you, it's encouraging you to assess your situation once more. It's giving you the opportunity to sort of rediscover and rethink where you could take and accept responsibility instead of just blowing it off and ignoring it. It's an opportunity to make things right. Because once you acknowledge this, that you made a mistake, it's important that you do whatever you can to make it right again. And in doing so, this is going to free yourself from any guilt, any shame, any and will empower yourself to make better decisions. And we all want to be our authentic self. That's what's key here. You don't want it haunting you. The reverse Justice card also can indicate that for some, if it's not that you've done someone else wrong, it also can indicate a self sort of doubt. It could be a strong self inner critic that perhaps if you're a Leo who's questioning every move that you're making, and you're finding yourself chastising yourself if you made a misstep. If this resonates with you, this is about to correct this. It's really about starting from a place of forgiveness and self-acceptance and release it. It's not serving you now. This is encouraging you if you're in sort of your own self destruction here. This is about forgiving yourself and showing yourself a bit of kindness and showing yourself compassion. It's about knowing that we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. And thank your Thank your inner critic for that private judgment to your conscious awareness, and trust that you can clear it away. In other words, deal with it and release it. For Leos, for those who might be in the process of making an important decision that will impact others, the Justice card here is applying to you, because if you're holding on to any prejudice or bias that could sway a decision unfairly, You may need to source more information to make a balanced decision. It's encouraging you to do the right thing and not rely on your own personal judgment. Um, I'm also picking up for some Leos that perhaps who might be getting engaged, or if there's a legal matter, some of you may be fearing or feel there's an unfair outcome. You might want to dispute a final judgment, and and calling into question the legal process in this case. So there may be legal complications or something that which impedes the justice from being served. In this case, for some Leos. So this card here in Justice covers a lot of areas. Your own sort of self-critic, if you've wronged others, and it's encouraging you to bring it, to make it right. If you're self-criticizing yourself, forgive yourself and move forward. If you need to make another decision that impacts others or in your position, it's encouraging you to don't use your own prejudice, get all the information possible and make a fair judgment. And if you're involved in some sort of legal matter, or there's something that's going on, it could revolve around some sort of legal issue and tie some things up. It covers a lot, but it is about bringing about justice. And finally, in our outcomes, we have the Hangman, and this one is in, let's see, our Hangman is a major arcana card, as you know. It is in reverse, which goes this way, I believe. Yes. So the Hangman is in reverse. This is a more of a kind of a Piscean energy here. It's, as I said, it's a major arcana card. Angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Leos why the Hangman is in reverse in their outcomes during this time period, please. Well, Leos, we know that if the Hangman's in an upright position, it encourages you to sort of pause for a moment and see things from a different perspective. However, this is in reverse for many Leos, and because it's in reverse, the energy here that's coming out of this is that this is saying that you need to hit the pause button. It's not encouraging you. It is saying stop, pause whatever it is that you're doing, pause. And if you keep resisting it, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be more complications. So this is encouraging you that if you have to keep yourself busy because you have to put something on pause, pause it, because the universe is saying you need to pause it for your best good. And if it's something that was you were dependent on and kept you busy, find other projects and other tasks to keep you busy, but allow this thing to be on hold, and distract yourself with something else that needs your attention. This is important because your spirit and body are asking you to slow down, and that's the message here. But if your mind keeps racing and keeps going, and those times when you're sleeping at night and your brain is doing the 90-mile thing, or you can't sleep at night and your head is rolling around and playing things over and over, that's a sign. That's a sign that you might be under stress, or not dealing with something or whatever else. But that's a message, and pay attention to it. So your body is telling you to stop and rest before it's too late. Keep in mind that the universe will only dial up the volume if you ignore it, and as a result, you may end up crashing. So the Hangman here serves as a warning for you to hear the call, clear your schedules, and make the space so you can tune in and to listen. That's the critical part. For some Leos, if you're already in a position where everything has been put on hold, perhaps you're feeling frustration, the reverse of the Hangman can indicate a time when you're getting blocked or stuck or restricted, because other people or other circumstances have left you on hold. So it's something that's beyond your control. If this is resonating with you, and perhaps it makes you want to feel resistance, keep in mind it's important that you surrender to what is and let go of your attachment to how things should be. That's the lesson here. This is the time to go and flow with life, and go with the flow, and not try to push it or fight it or expend the energy of asking why. Just go with it. It's the important message here, and do what you need to do, because seriously, when well, if you ask yourself, not everything goes as expected. So this is about loosening your grip and just allowing yourself to relax, and go with it. If for some Leos, if your life has already been on pause for a period, the reverse Hangman comes as a positive sign, and it's a positive sign just in the opposite. It's encouraging you to move forward with a new perspective or even a renewed sense of energy. So it has several messages here for Leos. You may find that events lined up with are coming with more flow. You may find that things are more, if there is a stall where information is coming to you, the information is going to flow to you. This is about, things are going to start flowing with you, and things will be different. So be prepared to make the changes and move ahead with a new mindset. That's the other positive side. I'm picking up here for that. For some, that if you're in a relationship with the Hangman in reverse, this is suggesting that you're content to wait around. You're not in a rush to a point, I guess. This sort of signifies that you're realizing a relationship will evolve, and there's complexities, so you're not in a rush to push it. However, if you don't want to wait forever, it's time that you acknowledge that and say something. Because it's encouraging you to make the decision, but not rush. The reverse Hangman also, signifies that if you're stalling on a decision or action, you may want to think, and if you think you're waiting, it's encouraging you. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm picking up. Let's see what. Let me see what the message is here. Oh, okay. If for Leons, if you're involved in a situation where a decision needs to be made, and you feel it's stalling, that's the signal for you to wait until you're 100% ready. That's the message that's coming through. So, in some cases, it's good to pause, and yet if you've been already in pause for some hold and you feel like you're ready to go, then it also is a message for you to go. It's encouraging to take the leap and make the decision. So it covers about wide gamut. So Leos, there we have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, the YouTube algorithms depend on your support by clicking the big three, and that's click the subscribe to my channel, click the notification, and click the like button. Leos, feel free to comment if you feel any part of this reading is applicable. And again, if it does not resonate for you, please let it go. It's totally okay. I wish you a wonderful 2021, and we'll see you at the end of January for the next reading. So thank you very much. Enjoy, guys.